The classic Pretenders were released in 1989, a year after the Pretender gimmick debuted, and while the original waves did produce some really cool toys, some of them, especially the Autobots, and I can't believe I'm saying this, lacked a little bit of personality. And to be honest, some of them were about as exciting as a farmer's market that doesn't have a cheese stall. I mean, what kind of farmer's market doesn't have a cheese stall? So alongside a few new faces in 1989, and admittedly there's some all-timer Pretenders in there, we've got the classics. Pretender versions of well-known characters. 3 Autobots, we've got Bumblebee, Jazz and Grimlock, up against that bad bastard Starscream. We've already looked at Grimlock and Starscream, links in the description. Let's see how the other 2 boys get on. Now immediately off the bat, these are our guys, these are our main lads, these boys. This is Jazz and Bumblebee, 2 of the most beloved characters in the franchise. These 2 dumpy fuckers. Right. Now, as I've said, Autobot Pretenders tend to skew a little less exciting, probably more towards friendly, humanoid bodies that have an air of middle-aged spread, middle management look to them. Completely devoid of context, I wouldn't necessarily say that these were Pretender shells for these characters, but I suppose in a way, that's the gimmick, isn't it? They have the power to surprise. So let's have a look at Bumblebee. He's a chunky boy, I don't mind that at all. It's quite relatable. I always think these things should have a little bit more articulation than just the arms, but that's probably being unfair considering they're split in half like big Easter eggs. The sculpt and the colours are nicely weighted, and with the benefit of a few decades hindsight, I don't know, it feels more like original Hotshot than Bumblebee, maybe. But we get 2 guns, one large, one small. Cool. But we can take off this lovely thick helmet to reveal a dude. A Ray from Ghostbusters looking dude. Cool. Kids are going to love it. Crack that old cow open and we've got, damn, a little Bumblebee. Now, I don't have a clue where any of my 300 variations of G1 Bumblebee I've owned in my life are right now, but I'll say this little fella, really good. I like his wee belly, the arms have a good range of motion. For a small Pretender toy and for a G1 era Bumblebee, context is important. His head is a little awkwardly stuffed into this travel pillow looking frame, but you can tilt it down to make him look suitably ashamed of the whole situation. And let's not forget, deepest, bluest, his back is like a shark's fin. I'll say, this holds up, even now, as a little fella. It's good. Transformation is simple as you'd expect. The fin swings around to form the centre of the car bonnet. And yep, it's kind of obvious what's going on here. You're smart enough to figure this out. I trust you. It's definitely more of a sporty, all-terrain look for Bumblebee, which is no bad thing. It feels like a bit of a combat-ready upgrade for the boy, and you can of course slap the smaller gun on top for an extra aggressive profile. This is a bit of a surprise, a runaway success if I'm being honest, not just because it's Bumblebee, but because of the coherence of both modes. The original Autobot Pretenders, they turned into fuck all, so this is a nice change of pace. But can Jazz perform as well? First and foremost, you'll probably notice Jazz here is slightly less svelte than his pal Bumblebee. Geez, that's a thick body, but I know what it's like being big and tall, so I'm impressed he got combat trousers that fit him so well, even if the pockets ended up on the front. And would you look at these incredible jobby catchers? A bit plain on the back because of this big sculpted piece, but it's fun to look at and to run your finger across. 2 guns, 1 big, 1 not so big. That's about as much info as I'm willing to look up right now. Pop off the helmet and we have this substitute teacher looking guy. I mean, maybe it would have been nice to style him after Jazz's voice actor in Scatman Crothers. Maybe at least have 1 black dude in the entire line, but no, just this guy who looks like he's walked into a locker room that reeks of farts. Separate that shell and, well, look at that. That's Jazz, isn't it? It's kinda, if you squint. It's Jazz adjacent, anyway. It would be unfair to compare this directly to the original G1 Jazz vehicle mode, but let's do that anyway. I think this new boy is missing a sticker or 2. Like, look at that pathetic 4 on the door. Rotten. Stick the small gun into the roof if you want. It's not my business what you do with it. Transformation is again really simple. Pull the legs out, pull the arms out, laugh at those little boobs, and then pull the hood down over Jazz's head, pull the hood down over Jazz... Hold on. So yeah, the box art shows the head sticking out above the shoulders. That's never a great indicator of reality though, is it? So let's have a look at the rest. Yep, the hood clearly comes down at an angle, so this isn't right. Let me check with the instructions. See, even that looks like it should... Look, is it maybe the angle they've drawn it in? Are they being sneaky? Yep, yep, look at this. And this. Hasbro, you are fucking dirty bastards, by the way. So it turns out this is about as good as it gets for Pretender Jazz. Absolutely abhorrent that folks thought this was in any way acceptable. Utter garbage. Reprehensible. Easily worse than any of the original Pretender releases. A joke, but I'm not laughing. You can give them this gun, but at this point, who fucking cares? Get him back into his shell. Abysmal. So the classic Pretenders, Bumblebee and Grimlock, are very good. Starscream and Jazz are hammered shite. That's my take on it. You might not agree, you might not share that view, and if you have something to say about it, keep that to yourself.